Hello and welcome to British English with me, Alexandre. This is another unit we're gonna be talking about. This is actually unit 9. Today we're gonna be talking about the future. This is gonna be the first lesson where we'll be considering that period, that tense that's important so that we can construct our sentences. Again, we're using that grammar. This is advanced grammar in use from Cambridge. This is a substitute reference and practice book for advanced learners of English, third edition by Martin Hewins. This is going to be the first unit regarding the future. That means the way we can construct our sentences to express our feelings, ideas, things, events that are going to happen in the future. Okay, before we get started, please I'd like you to subscribe to that channel so we can continue with that project trying to help English learners and English students all over the world. And I really think and believe, and it's been already proven, that it's a really effective way to improve your English, because studying like that you're gonna be able to improve your grammar, your pronunciation, you're gonna increase your vocabulary to thousands and thousands of words, because reading out loud your brain's gonna be able to remember the words, the sentences. You're gonna be able to understand connected speech, pronunciation, all the things that are necessary to improve your English. You're gonna learn about word stress, sentence stress, all the things that are necessary. Okay, without any further ado, let's go through unit 9. Today we're gonna be talking about will and be going to. Those are two ways to refer to the future. Okay, let's go through section A. Let's read it along with me. We can use either will or be going to talk about something that's planned or something that we think is likely to happen in the future. For example, we will study climate change in a later part of the course, or we're going to study climate change in a later part of the course. Both forms are acceptable. Another example, where will you stay in Berlin? Or where are you going to stay in Berlin? Both ways are acceptable. Another example, the south of the city won't be affected by the power cuts. Or the south of the city isn't going to be affected by the power cuts. We often prefer be going to in informal contexts. Okay, let's go through section B. We use will rather than be going to make a prediction based on our opinion or experience. For example, why not come over at the weekend? The children will enjoy seeing you again. Or another example, shall I ask Lamar? No, she won't want to be disturbed. Again, shall I ask Lamar? No, she won't want to be disturbed. Notice the difference. Here we say, we use be going to rather than will when we make a prediction based on some present evidence. For example, the sky is gone really dark. There's going to be a storm. Or, what's the matter with her? It looks like she's going to faint. So notice the difference. In the previous example, we're based on our opinion or our experience, and in the second case we're based on some present evidence like the weather. Okay, let's continue with the lesson. Now let's continue with the section C. To predict the future, we often use will with I bet informal, I expect, I hope, I imagine, I reckon informal, I think, I wonder, and I'm sure, and in questions with think and reckon. For example, I imagine the stadium will be full for the match on Saturday. Another example, that cheese smells awful. I bet nobody will eat it. Another example, when do you think you finish work? Or do you reckon he'll say yes? Be going to can also be used with these phrases, particularly in informal contexts. Let's go now through section D of that lesson. We use will when we make a decision at the moment of speaking and be going to for decisions about the future that have already been made. Compare. I'll pick him up at 8. This is an offer, making an arrangement now, and I'm going to collect the children at 8. This was previously arranged. Another example, pineapples are on special offer this week. In that case, I'll buy 2. And another example, when I've saved up enough money, I'm gonna buy a smartphone. However, in a formal style, we use will rather than be going to talk about future events that have been previously arranged in some detail. Compare. Are you going to talk at the meeting tonight? And the meeting will begin at 9 a.m. Refreshments will be available from 83rd onwards. Now, section E. We can use will or be going to with little difference in meaning in the main clause. If an if sentence... Oh, sorry. Again, I can do better. We can use will or be going to with little difference in meaning in the main clause of an if sentence when we say that something, often something negative, is conditional on something else. For example, you knock that glass over if you're not careful, or you're gonna knock that glass over if you're not careful. When the future event does not depend on the action described in the if clause, we use be going to, not will. This kind of sentence is mainly found in spoken English. Compare. I'm gonna open a bottle of lemonade. If you want some, that means I'm gonna open a bottle of lemonade. Do you want some? I'm determined. I'm gonna do that. Do you want some? And on the other hand, I'll open a bottle of lemonade if you want some. That means if you say you want some, I will open it. Otherwise, I'm not doing that. However, we use will, not be going to, when the main clause refers to offers, requests, promises, etc., and ability. For example, if Eric phones, I'll let you know. This is an offer. I'm gonna let you know. Suggests I intended to let you know when Eric phones. Another example. If you look to your left, you see the lake. You'll be able to see, you're going to see, or you're gonna see, suggests I know this is what you can see when you look to your left. And when one thing is the logical consequence of another, if you don't switch on the monitor first, the computer won't come. And that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed that lesson. We've talked about the ways to express our thoughts and thinkings and feelings about the future. Basically, when to use will and to use and when to use be going to or be gonna. We're gonna be talking about the shortened way to refer to be going to or be gonna and will, and it's really effective. We're talking about now the future. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. Please go through the lesson again if you have any doubt. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel so we can continue doing that project, trying to help English learners, English speakers all over the world. It's really effective because you're learning English. You can bring your vocabulary to thousands and thousands of words, increasing your vocabulary in terms of advanced English, improving your pronunciation, connected speech, all the things, all those details that the English teachers all over the world have been presenting to you. And through only that exercise, by reading it out aloud, you can learn all the things that are necessary for you to reach the next level. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel, and that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Cheers.